Hey Cake Nistas, it's Marisha, and today I have a delicious sultry cupcake for you all. I have for you one of my favorite cupcakes ever. And that is the sweet potato cupcake. I don't see sweet potato cupcakes enough. I'm just gonna say sweet potato cake because you put it in a cake pan, it's a cake. Put it in a cupcake pan, it's a cupcake. Not only is this cake right here everything that you would expect to be in a sweet potato cupcake, like moist. It's got that richness, it's dense enough like a sweet potato cake should be. It's not all light and fluffy and airy, but it's also eggless. And trust me, you don't miss the eggs, you don't need the eggs. So if you decide to do a vegan buttercream, you've got a whole vegan cupcake that is absolutely delicious. I'm going to top these sweet potato cupcakes with meringue, cookie crumbs, and a sweet potato buttercream. So when I tell y'all I'm going all out and it's worth it for this one, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So if you have not done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. It only makes sense. It's only right. Come on now, stop playing with me. While you're subscribing, press on the notification bell. And guess what? If you have already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and for clicking on one of my videos yet again. Let's get started. I have all of my mise en place ready, all of the ingredients that I'm going to need to make this amazing cake. I'm starting off with my roasted sweet potatoes. Emphasis on the roasted. Please do not boil your sweet potatoes. You lose so much of that natural sugar and flavor. It depends on the size, but you could pretty much just wrap them in foil. I like to put them on a sheet tray and then roast them in a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes or so. Just make sure that you stick a knife in the center of the sweet potato and that it's nice and tender. Then you're ready to go. You can even microwave them for about 6 minutes until tender. I do have my whisk attachment on, and this will help to not only make a nice creamy smooth consistency, but also to remove any strings. The strings will just kind of wrap around. I'm adding in some milk and some vegetable oil. And if you're trying to keep this vegan, just use unsweetened almond or oat milk. I'm adding in my flavorings, you guys. Good vanilla extract and lemon juice. Did y'all see my sweet potato pound cake? I told you guys a couple little secrets. I shared some secrets in that video. Lemon juice, if you don't know, truly brings out the flavor of a sweet potato. So make sure to scrape down the sides and the bottom of your bowl. It's kind of like a cheesecake where you get all of that mixation out early on. And now I'm going to sift in all of my dry ingredients. You need a good amount of spices. We're going to keep it neutral for the base recipe, but please, by all means, add more nutmeg, okay? I love nutmeg, ginger, cinnamon. I did some pumpkin spice here and some cinnamon, as well as some salt. That's a great base right there for spices, but you want to have a good amount of spices. Now we're going to sift in some baking powder and flour. We say sweet potatoes, we're making sweet potatoes, but we also say candied yams. Yams and sweet potatoes are two totally different root vegetables. Yams are white and they're a little bit starchier. More than likely, I have never actually made candied yams. With that being said, I'm gonna buy some yams soon and I'm gonna candy them and I'm gonna have real. The way that the sun just did a 360 on me is insane. Just scraping down the bowl. I only want to mix just until that flour is disappeared. I don't want to overmix this. You can already tell in the batter that this is going to be a nice custardy cupcake. I put my liners in my cupcake pan and I'm going to use an ice cream scoop to put even amounts of batter into my cupcake pan. If you want to add in some mini marshmallows, if you want to add in some nuts, you know how there's sweet potato casserole with nuts. If you want to do a little brown sugar topping, have fun, enjoy, love life. My sweet potato cupcakes are going to go into a preheated 350-degree oven. Where did the ED come from? for about 18 minutes or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean. You can go many different routes here. You can go left, you can go right, you can even keep straight. Okay, it's up to you. I'm gonna tell you where I went. I first took a left because it was going left. It was like, I was trying to make a regular meringue. I wanted to torch it, but I don't know, but it wasn't stiff enough. So all I could do was simply dip my cupcake in the meringue. And then I decided why not use it as a topper. But for now, I do really want a buttercream here. So now I just get the best of both worlds. I get both of them. Although my buttercream, it's a combination cream. It was a process. It was a process. But you know, what isn't? So. Now, one of the things that goes fabulously with sweet potatoes is marshmallow. So I made a meringue, aka a marshmallow fluff. If you don't know how to make this, I do have this coming out in a separate video, or you can go ahead and just get some marshmallow fluff. Now, I do want to make a sweet potato frosting. This was an entire process, you guys. I can't even tell y'all the measurements for anything. I took another roasted sweet potato, put it in my mixer, allowed it to get smooth. I have a little bit of that meringue left over in the bowl. I intended to make a swirl, but it didn't pipe out together. So I ended up just going ahead doing some cinnamon, some salt, vanilla extract, a little bit of cream. I'm literally just adding things until it gets to the consistency and the flavor that I like. Powdered sugar, some more butter, some more vanilla, another dash of salt. And when I whipped it up, I love the color, I love the flavor. That was it. So for a base, just do an American buttercream and add in some sweet potato and taste it along the way. These cupcakes look absolutely gorgeous. They baked at 350 degrees for 17 minutes. Now, I know that I want to do a cookie crunch top. Crushed up some vanilla wafers. I put some of that meringue on top of my cupcake, and then I dipped that in my cookies. Tell me this isn't already a good time. Now I'm going to top that with a sweet potato buttercream swirl. This is really like a combination of American and Swiss right here, buttercream. So we are international. Make sure that if you do decide to go with the meringue, just give it a thin dipping, because that will kind of move around on you a little bit. As you're piping your buttercream, it could even spill over slightly. So just do a nice thin layer. Why not crush some Biscoff cookies? Because they have that molasses in them. Wonderful for sweet potatoes. Let's use that as a topping as well and top it off with our sweet potato buttercream. A little bit of nutmeg or cinnamon on top. This is every bit of Southern spirit coming through me to you. Try this for the holidays. Do this for Thanksgiving, for fall. Do this for Christmas. You guys, do it for Sunday dinner dessert and make a full cake out of it. Because my grandmother, she would be like, I don't want any cupcakes. So, you know, you have certain people who want the real thing. I hope that you guys like this video. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Couture and a sweet potato cupcake. Bye, guys. The top, the creaminess from the buttercream, and then it's something about that meringue layer on the cake. It gives it this fudginess. It's almost like you've got two separate layers of cake. It's like amazing. So you have that little bit of crunchiness, you have this fudgy sweet potato, you've got these spices, and then you've got the actual cake, which itself is thick and rich and moist. It's like a cross between a cake and a sweet potato pie. I'm so proud of myself. I ate a half of that cupcake. If I decided, listen, all bets are off, little mama. I'm about to enjoy myself. I would sit there with 3 or 4 cupcakes and have a little meal and be like, well, dinner was delicious. Girl, dinner was great. So, what do you guys think? I love it. Let's pick a cake needs to comment. The cake needs to comment of the day is going to go to Sabrina video playlist. On my Not Your Mom's cakey banana pudding, Sabrina says, this is similar to my punch bowl cake. I add strawberries and sometimes blueberries if we're going for red, white, and blue theme. I use my pound cake as a base. It's a fan favorite. That always is. You know what? There is nothing like a cake trifle of sorts. Like, that is one of the most traditional and oldest style of cakes. A pound cake or angel food cake, diced or sliced in thin layers and layered between cream and liqueur and fresh fruits. You really can't go wrong. Thank you so much, Sabrina, for commenting. I'm sure it's delicious. I'd love to see a picture so that I can get really hungry over something that I can't have. And if you would like to be featured in the next video, all you have to do is comment down below and be subscribed to the channel, please. I hope that you all are well, and thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching. If you decide to give this recipe a try, definitely let me know in the comments, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, Cakenistas.